What's up, Faith Family? Jarvis Guy of Wardrobe YT here, and welcome back to another Diecast review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Hot Wheels Jeep Gladiator from the 2022 Baja Blazers line of vehicles. Now, if you've seen a Jeep Gladiator in real life, then you already know that this doesn't do the real vehicle justice. I mean, if you compare this to your average, typical diecast vehicle, nah, the size is completely off. I mean, of course, every car is shrunken down to 1/64th scale, but these things are absolutely massive. This just doesn't do it justice. I remember one was parked next to me in the gas station, and I was like, "What the hell are they driving?" You know, that was the first thing that popped into my mind, and the second thing that I thought of was how the hell are you allowed to drive this with a Class C license? That doesn't make any sense because these things are massive. They are just behemoths. And while this particular cast doesn't really, capture the scale of the Jeep Gladiator very well, it's really just the little things about this car that makes it work. You have the faithful recreations of the Jeep grill and the bumper, I guess. Although I more admire the fact that this is a different material. They didn't just use the stupid base plate material. And the painting on this is amazing, honestly. I mean, they didn't paint the lights on the front or the back or anything, but I think that the painting on the sides really just makes up for it because this is incredibly well done. They put some real thought into that. But even the painting on the front, just the red splatters, and you kind of saw this on the Dodge Challenger drift car that we reviewed, I think a week or two ago, and it was done super well there. And they went for the very similar aesthetic with this, and it was also done very well here. So I'm glad to see it. The tires are also a definite high point of this vehicle. I always like to see when Hot Wheels or really any other diecast manufacturer goes with different tires. And although I mean it's a common sight to see with Matchboxes or something, it's always nice when Hot Wheels does it because they have such a variety of wheel designs. These are some really fitting wheels to put on this thing. I mean, they're clearly off road, but there's also a lot of intricacy to them. So I think that's very cool. I think that's a very cool pattern they have on there. And oh man, this is just a really well done vehicle. And obviously you have these two motorcycles in the back, or I'm not sure exactly call them, like sports bikes or whatever. I think those were a decent detail, but I think they could have definitely added some more dimension to them because if you look in between here, they sort of just merged the bikes together. I think it would have been good if they were separate, but it may have just been easier to manufacture them as one assembly. But either way, at a distance, it looks nice and it looks like a really detailed and honestly stacked car. So yeah. In terms of recommendations, this one released last year in 2022. So I don't think there's much of a scarcity factor, although it may be somewhat difficult to find a store shelf since I haven't really seen it. I mean, there was a time when you saw these literally everywhere, all over the store shelves, but they've really just been pushed out in favor of other main lines and stuff. So if you're really into Jeeps, you're really into off-road vehicles in particular, I think you're really gonna like this one. I mean, the scale doesn't do it justice, but it's 1/64th. All these cars are basically exactly the same scale. So I say if you can find this for a good price, then definitely pick it up because this is a worthy add to your collection. I mean, there's a lot of uniqueness about it, and the build quality is honestly excellent for a Hot Wheels car. Either way, with that said, that'll be my review of the Hot Wheels Jeep Gladiator from the 2022 Baja Blazers line of cars. I've been yours, Jarvis Godden. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more diecast content. And as always, giggity giggity, giggity good. Stick around.